Just thought I'd give you a very quick overlook to see what the Wii camera's like, just so you can get a rough idea, just to see really. So anyway, this is the Wii camera. As you can see, there's not really very much to it. It actually fits very neatly into the hand. I got quite big hands, so as you can see, it just fits nice and neat really into the hand. But we'll take a wee quicker closer look to see what it's like. On the side then you've got your strap. Again, that's just put your hand in so you can hold it a wee bit more securely than that, just like Velcro. You can just adjust that, put your hand in, whatever, depends on what size your hand at. At the back then you've got your battery, you've got your record button, and this up here lets you, if you flick it to the left, will let you view then what you've recorded, and then that'll let you record. The battery, I'll just quickly show you the battery. It's only a wee small one. It's roughly, the book says in about an hour, just over an hour recording time. You can upgrade these if you so want, but I've only had this maybe less than a week now, so really haven't had time to really see what it's like to see if the book's right or not. But the more I play about it, the more we'll get to see. At the top then, you've got, press that button, let you take pictures, which I believe is up to about 8 megapixels, which is not bad, especially, if you're carrying this about with you. It's mainly for recording, but it's always a wee option there just to press or take a wee screenshot. That again then is your volume and your zoom, depending on what you're doing with it. It's very quiet, you really don't hear it running, to be honest. And then at the side then, you've got an HDMI port, HDMI mini, should I say, which basically plugs into any HD device if you want to display any content on your TV. This current model didn't come with an HDMI, it actually came with an AV cable, but at the end of the day, if you only plug it in, then it's only a couple of pounds to go and buy something like that, but I really don't use that feature, so there's no point of me really having it. This is then the on button, and if you want to bin anything, if you want to throw it out, or a manual or whatever, which we'll cover a wee bit later on, and then that's the USB mini port, and if you want to plug it into your computer. But at the end of the day, if you've got an SD card, there's really no point of plugging something like that in, because the internal memory in this here, some models don't have it. I think this has maybe got very limited on storage, so it's absolutely pointless to have an USB mini. But that actually, as well, I should have said, actually charges it, so it's quite handy to have it up in there. Personally, I wouldn't really have it up in there. I'd like it either here along the bottom, because whenever you're recording it, you have to keep this door open, and it's alright, but if you're feared, if you put it somewhere and if you've got kids or something that knocks it off, then yourself, if that feels very sturdy, but they can be easily broken. So if you're going to record it, make sure that you've got it up and out of the way that kids or animals or something like that can't throw it about for you. On the side then, you basically got what it is, a Panasonic Full HD HC-V110 8.9 megapixels. That's to say if you want to take a wee bit picture. 72 times zoom, we already covered that there. And that then is 34.4 millimeters wide. That's your lens, and basically which we'll cover now. My lens is absolutely stinking. I know it needs clean because I was out with it, and I was recording a wee bits and pieces, and it was actually starting to rain, so that's why you can see a wee bit of watermarks and stuff in that there. But that'll be clean for the next time, and for the next time we use this. So a lot of people, before I bought this here, was actually asking online, does it come with the close over the shutter and stuff, and a lot of people were saying no, it actually doesn't. It actually comes with one built in, which is just a wee toggle here at the side, which will just see that it'll close it up, and it keeps it clean and keeps crap out of it and whatever else. So just to make sure that that's, you always close it up, and then that'll keep that free from scratches and whatever else. On your bottom then, you have your wee screw if you've got a tripod, which is always handy to have, especially if you're doing long zooming in this here, because at up to 70 times zoom, your hand, you do realise how much you shake, and it really does come a big play into it, and then that's just like a wee stabiliser for the wee thing. That there's your SD card, which just slots in, and then mine's currently isn't, and it's actually in the computer, which was taken from an earlier video, so that's always there. But we'll go ahead and we'll turn it on to let you see what it's like. Simply just press and hold, and it'll turn on. Now obviously mine's just saying there's no card on it, because there's no SD card on it, which I actually showed you. That's actually open, which I always keep doing, but I'll give you a rough idea of what it's like. The only downside I will say to having this here is the menu is and can be quite slow, but for the price of it, you're not really in the menu very often or whatever, so there's not really, as you can see, it's a wee bit slightly delayed, but at the end of the day, if you're playing around them settings, or if you're buying a camera that's going to be a wee bit more expensive, then you can understand why. But it's other than that, you can change your scene in there. if you so want. Blurs the background, focuses more on you, improves the quality of backlit. Sporting events, if you're into that sort, if you're recording football or anything like that there. Your zoom, you can change your zoom, so you can have the eye zoom off, your 72 times zoom, or you can go up into your digital zoom, which is 100 or 2500 times, respectively. I find that the 100's fine, but after a while it really becomes pixelated and really distorted looking, so I wouldn't really advise using something like that. The 72 I have absolutely found perfect on it, as you can see from the previous videos, the test footage that I've had, that it's absolutely perfect. You really can't fault it. So other than that, there's no, that it does flip right round if you want. That's my computer, which is quite good. Which is always handy. And then if you want to, which will let you see exactly what I'm using to record this, so if you want to record yourself or whatever, it's always quite handy to have. So, or if you're at like a film, or not a film, sorry, like a concert or something, then you can always put it up, and you can put it up over your head. If that's complete angle it goes no further, which is basically parallel to what it is. So you can record it over your head, or like even stick like a another monopod in the bottom of that there, and you can really extend it right above your head if that's what you so want to do. The only downside that I will say to this camera is the wee toggle button here, which as you can see, whenever you put it on, it takes you into like your play mode, so you can see what's on it. It's a wee bit awkward having it up there. I preferably would have liked it somewhere else, because it's a tiny wee bit stretch for your hands. It's a wee bit awkward. It's all right going left to right if you're recording, but it's just, it feels awkward in the thumb. That's the only downside I've got to this camera. If it was me, I would have placed it somewhere else, but in the day, I suppose that's the way it's made, so I just have to live with it. But other than that, it's a handy wee camera to have.